Today, here on campus, UU State's 3 student athletes, the coach of the U.S. Olympic women's basketball team, the winningest coach in NCAA history, and the president of the NCAA. The student athletes,
Davidson's Brenna Burns,
Stanford's Dylan Carney, each a recipient NCAA Walter Burns Postgraduate Scholarship.
Let's check in with my co-host, Kat Anderson.
Thanks, Melissa. I'm at the NCAA headquarters in Indianapolis. For 37 years, starting in 1951, Walter Byers served as the executive director of the NCAA. In 1988, the association established the Walter Byers Postgraduate Scholarship, and each year awards 2 student athletes with a $21,500 scholarship that can be renewed for a second year. The requirements are some pretty serious stuff. You have to have at least a 3.5 GPA, you have to show evidence of character and leadership skills, and you have to be an individual who has combined the best elements of mind and body to achieve national distinction. The 2008 recipients are 2 very special people. The other Byers Scholarship recipient is Dylan Carney, a gymnast from Stanford. He's one busy young man. We caught up with him at his parents' home in Massachusetts 2 days after Stanford's graduation, 1 day before he took off for some R&R in Costa Rica, and just a few weeks before he's scheduled to start medical school at Harvard. Dylan got his BA in biology from Stanford last year and his master's this year. He's a 5-time All-America, and in 2006, Dylan Carney was the NCAA national champion on the horizontal
I love
bar.
gymnastics so much because I truly think it's the hardest sport on earth, and every single day there's something new to do, something new to conquer. I had 5 teammates on the gymnastics team who were all pre-med, we were all graduating in 2007. So while it was difficult, I had a lot of great friends that were doing it with me. They were in the gym with me, they were in the same classes. We were kind of just pushing each other along, and I really thank them a lot, because if it weren't for them, I don't know if I would have gotten this far.
Being a biology major and an NCAA gymnast meant Dylan rarely wasted a moment.
In any given practice, I might do 20 vaults, and I would keep track. I would do 5 warm-ups, 5 basic vaults, 5 of my competition vault, and that would all be written down on these sheets that we would use to track our workouts. And then maybe on the other side of the sheet, I might have some chemical reactions that I needed to memorize for the organic chem test the next day. So in between turns, I'd write down the vault I just did, flip it over, look at a reaction, and then flip it back over and take another vault.
But biology and gymnastics just didn't keep this young man busy enough. He volunteered at some free clinics run by Stanford medical students and helped them start an exchange program, sending Stanford students to India to help develop that nation's first national emergency medical system.
I'm not exactly sure what specialty I'd like to go into, but I do want to work abroad in global healthcare. My interest in global healthcare came from my sophomore year, the summer right before my junior year, when I traveled to South Africa with fellow Stanford students to study HIV and AIDS. I had just spent the entire previous summer doing laboratory work in a biology research lab, and I was thinking maybe I wanted to go into research as a career. And then I went to South Africa and I interacted with a lot of patients, and it was much more clinical. And that kind of convinced me that yes, I did want to pursue a medical degree. There's clearly a big discrepancy in how healthcare is distributed across the world. And seeing that in South Africa kind of motivated my desire to go into global healthcare. In 15 years, I'd like to be traveling the world and bringing healthcare to places that need it the most.
Congratulations again to Brenna Burns of Davidson and Stanford. These are NCAA superstars. On campus, we'll be right